Hello, my friends in YouTube land. This is Material Girl 338, otherwise known as Diane. I asked my husband to make a shelf for me. I have so many ribbons, and I don't know what to do with them. I put them in baskets and boxes and paper bags, and I've tried the hanger, putting the wire through. They would roll off. I'd have a million ribbons all over the place. When I want them, I don't know what I have. I go to the store and then I buy more of the same ones that I already have. So I was looking in this magazine and I had seen this shelf thing that they made for ribbons. And I said, that's a really great idea. So we went to Home Depot and I showed my husband what I wanted, and he made this for me yesterday. Thank you, honey. I have a good honey, and I just wanted to share it with you. So this is, this craft room too. I didn't have any closets. So what we did was we went to Lowe's, and he made closets for me. And I'll move the camera a little bit. You could see. So he made these closets, and they didn't cost too much, but I have so much room now. And so I'm going to show you the ribbons and what he did. Don't mind, I'm moving the camera and I'm hitting the chair. So what he did was he took a piece of wood, and which is under here. He took a piece of wood and then he put another piece of wood with a little lip on it. This has a lip on it so that the ribbons won't fall off. And this way I can put all my ribbons. And I have a lot of them, so, and I couldn't fit them all. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do another section of the room. This is how I keep my ink pads. And what I did was, this piece here is from Home Goods, and it's just a box. It's a shelf. But it doesn't go like that. It's supposed to lay flat. I think it's a drawer organizer. So I turned it upside down and I drilled it into the wall, and that's for my ink pads. Over here, I did the same thing, and they're very hard to find. I went to a couple of Home Goods stores. I went to the home stores. I couldn't find them. I happened to luck out in one of them, and I found this. And what I do here is I stick it, seal it into the wall. I can't talk this morning. And I put all these are my Tim Holtz Ranger products, and then those are, you see, I may have too much light on, and those are the other ink pads, and I have my Stampin' Up punches, the little punches here, because this is the area that I work. And then over here, this was a tool box in Walmart, and I painted it. I painted it pink. I like pink. I painted it pink, and I put all my little things in there. I think this cost me about $2-3. It's plastic, and I think I found it in the tool section, in the hardware section, or the sports section of Walmart. Also, they have these little cases that I found, and they're very useful. I'll show you around my craft room. So, okay, so that's the toolbox that I put all my, my little stuff. The erasers. Oh, I have an empty drawer. How great. Okay, so, and then over here I have my pens and my scissors and all my tools that I need. And then I got my tool guns. And then my husband gave me this piece, this metal piece here, because I wasn't comfortable leaving these guns in a dish. I'm afraid that they're going to catch fire. So what we did was, he gave me this metal sheet, and then he also gave me this. It's stainless steel, and he gave me these holes, these round cups. They're loose, as you could see. What I did was I glued them. I hot glued them to the metal, which really, they don't stick, but they do stick. And it holds the gun. because I'm afraid of them, you know, falling down. I want to be safe. I don't want to set my house on fire either. And then I bought this mat through HSN. It doesn't, nothing, glue doesn't stick to it, and it's very useful. I also bought these. They cover your hand when you want to press the glue down, which is a great idea. And it also came with this piece. And when you're working on some projects, you have to, you know, smear the glue so you get an even coating. This helps because the glue doesn't stick to it. These are tools that work good for me. This is another tool that I like. I got a lot of tools here. This is another tool that I like. Whoops. See this plier? Let me get this out of the way. See this plier? It's rounded. It's rounded. This is great for flowers. When you're making, when you want to shape a flower, you know, I just grab it and I turn it. And it gives it, you know, it gives it that curve that you need. It's better than the other one. I use this a lot, especially when I'm making the baby flowers. When I found more ribbons. Especially when I'm making the little baby flowers. I don't know if oh yeah, here they are. Sorry for shaking the camera. I'll show you. The baby roses. See, what I do is I punch out. I'll make a video. I think I did make a video on that. What I do is I punch out this. Okay? And I punch a lot of them. And then I glue them together like that. Can you see that? Okay. So, and I glue them, not each one is separate. I do, you know, where there's a space in the flower, I put it over that space so that they're not joined together evenly. And then with my hand, I keep on, you know, turning it and squishing them together. Okay? See, so then what I do is I stamp out a star and I glue it to the rose. And then with this tool, once it's glued, I take them and I bend them back. So it gives them the shape of the flower. Okay? But I do that like at the end. And then you get this. You don't have to put this big stamp flower on it. But I like it. And it works for me. So it's whatever works for you. Alright. And last night I had some satin pieces that I had cut up with the die. And I didn't know what to do with them because they were all raveled. And so what I did was I folded them in half and then I glued it and I made a flower. And I'm hoping that it, oh, and then I stamped a circle punch and I glued this on. And I have I'm hoping that it's going to fray. And the more it frays, the better it's going to look. And then I had another rose. It wasn't a rose, it was just pieces of material. Instead of throwing them out, which I don't throw my craft stuff out. So I'll show you a little bit around my room and show you the tools that I like and that work good for me. Okay, so that's that. These are my tools. And I keep all my stamps in a dish here, and I want them. And then those are my, this section here, what I did was on this side, because I work in this corner, I put the hooks in the wall, and then out of a piece of wire, I just made like a little, thing. So it holds my tape when I want it, and it's right there. We also have another my hook for my hot gun. This I have when I need it on. And then over here, I made a shelf. My husband made a shelf for me. And then I have stackables. Let me see if I can put the camera down. I put, these are glasses of the flowers that I have. And then here, I went to Joann's, and they had these stackable jars. And I think they're a great idea, because I put all my little trinkets in there. I put my paper roses, brads, little baby buttons. Could you see that? With scrapbooking, everything needs a place, and you need these little things. Let me show you this. See this? They come with a cap, but then you could screw them together, and you could stack them, which is a great idea. These here I have, I put the glitter in here. These are the stacks, and I have my glitter in there. Then this I stacked up. You know what these are? These are the Gerber, the baby bananas, the mashed fruit, the baby's fruit. I cleaned it out, and I put the glitter powder. And I marked it. And I have my glitter powder in here. Also, I use these stackables. See the stackables? And when you want them, and they're small enough to hold them, and if they fall, they won't break, they won't open. That's that. Then I went to Lowe's or Home Depot. Actually, I go shop at Walmart a lot because I look to save money. And I found these, and they're every place. But I think Walmart is the cheapest with these plastic drawers. And I keep, all my stuff in there. This is another good idea. I found this on YouTube. I'll show you that in a couple minutes. All right, so now over here, this is my just my area of my flowers. If I need a bow right away, these are my rhinestones. I get these in Joann. They're $1 each, but I keep everything in a dish, so I have them when I need them. And I always keep a wooden board in case I have to put some glitter on, or I have to emboss something. This Scotch tape doesn't go here, but I was doing something. And I keep a napkin and tin foil. And I keep fresh wipes always, because I stamp, and then I stamp inside it. So, and then I have this tray for the embossing. And then here I have all the flowers that I made. I put them in a box. Those are all the flowers. I always try to have everything handy and on hand. So if I'm making a project, everything's ready. So, you know, when I'm like, I don't have nothing to do, I have so much to do, but sometimes I just sit down and I'll spend like 2 hours making things so that I have them. And I can easily put them on the album. This is Stampin' Up's Punch, the butterfly. And all these are curved with those round pliers, which I love. Then over here I have my StazOn cleaner. I have my cleaners for my stamps. And then in this box, this is a box. It's a Pure and Gentle Fresh Wipes, baby Fresh Wipe box. And then what I have is I have tags that are already cut out. I have bows. These are ribbons. These are scattered ribbons. These are bows that I made already. Just so I don't have to make them. And then, you know, I organized them with the little flowers, and then I made that rose. And I keep them in, oh, there's more ribbon here. And then I keep them in this thing. And I also punch, you can't see that. I punch more flowers in case, you know, I'm going to use them on a project. But I like to know where everything is. And you got to keep organized with scrapbooking because, as you know, it can accumulate very quickly and you can have a mess quickly. My floor is always a disaster because I'm constantly, you know, putting stuff on the floor, throwing stuff on the floor, or just, you know, blowing things. Here is a stackable shelf. This is a stackable shelf. See, it's all the way down to the floor. And so what I did was I stacked like 3 or 4 of them. And here is my, I have to hide my hammer because my husband takes it and then he doesn't return it. And when I want it, I can't find it. So in here I have all my Copic markers and I have the stains and my embossing stamp thing. Just basically this is more of my markers. Here are my finer markers. This is the second drawer. And these are my spots, my Stampin' Up spots and my markers. And these are my finer markers when I have to do the eyes or the mouth or the cheeks. And I have my raffia tape there. And in this drawer, and what I seen on YouTube, some lady did this, and I thought it was a great idea. She took the CDs, she broke them apart, and she used the covers for her stamps. So, and I basically use these all the time. So when you want something, you can see, but what she did was she closed the cover. She closed the cover, and so she knew, you know, where everything was. Those are old faces that I have. But I'm constantly using them, so I want them in reach. This is what the lady did. I thought it was a great idea. She took a CD, took the cover off, and she put the stamps in them. And then, when you want it, you could see through it. You could see what you want, right? And they're easy to stack because they're thin. Those are those, and I keep them up there. And then these are my tools. These are all my my acrylic blocks. The ones that I use all the time. So I keep them in there. And then here's my papers, and I just have my thick papers here and my chipboard papers. And then here is my specialty papers. This is my Stampin' Up. This is my Stampin' Up drawer. Along with Close to My Heart, and I have a lot of their papers. This is my crazy drawer, but I love this drawer. This has all my artwork, all the cuttings of the stuff that I want to use. This is a painting, and I made it smaller, and this is one of my paintings that I made of a little girl sewing. And then I made a copy of this, and I put it on this canvas paper. This is a quilt that I'm going to be making, and she's so adorable. And it's a canvas. I think it's an iron-on transfer paper. And so I try to keep out all my little, I cut out all these adorable things. And then I have specialty paper here that I got in Hobby Lobby. And I found this in Hobby Lobby. I don't know what paper this is. Oh, Emma's Shop. Emma's Shop. It was $20 and I had a 40% off. I love Emma's Shop. So and I love this paper. This black and white, and I try to incorporate it into my sewing. When you apply black and white checker, it just pops. It makes everything pop, and it just brings dimension, and it makes it look beautiful. These are just photocopies. I have the fabric for this little girl. Going to be making a quilt. This is just something that I made, and I'm going to use it as a tag. And then I have, my specialty papers here. I'm going to be making an album with this. This is great. I seem to get it, I couldn't find it, and then I watched this video on YouTube, and it's the Little Yellow Bicycle Company, and they make great papers. It's children's paper, and it's so adorable with little girls, little princesses, and they have their dinosaurs. See? I'm going to make a cute album with that. And then October Afternoon, and then these are my more of my vintage, and I love vintage. This is I think October Afternoon. I'm going to be making something really nice with that. Right now I'm sewing. And then these are my 12 by 12, but these are colored papers. They're more. And then on the bottom I keep my glues, my hot gun. Then I put together Then what I did was I have a closet, and then on top I have all my my stabilizers, and I just bought this. Let me adjust the camera. I bought this. I think I got it in AC Moore or Michaels, And I put all my tools in here. It's got my brads in it. I had them in another box, but I didn't like the way it was. And this is so more easy. You can see what you want, you know, what you need. And this is a great idea for ladies that make albums. This is what I found. These are sold by Graphic 45, right? So I went to Michael's. No, actually I went to AC Moore. But all the craft stores have them. And I found the same hinges. As soon as I could find one. The same antique hinges are in the store in the art section. I found this in Hobby Lobby. These little locks, they sell them in Hobby Lobby. So instead of spending all that money, you know, that goes on one side of the box to close it. And I found these hinges really cheap. Oh, here it is. I found this. It's brass. Same size, right? Less money. I think it was $1.29 or $1.30. So I have all my tools up here. And then in here, I have my other tools to making albums. Whoops. You know, I have the, I don't know what you call these, clasps. These are just things to decorate the albums with. You put on the mini albums. And then underneath I have more. These are more plates. I like this because you can put a lot of stuff in here. And you could see what you have too. See? I have my brads, and this way you know what you have. This is another compartment I have. Plastic, it broke. I think Joann's was throwing this out. I have my flowers in here. My Prima flowers, I think they are. I don't really know the names of a lot of stuff. And then, you know, I have my tools for making albums. Oh, here they are. See, it comes in a bag. Let me see. I don't know if I saved it. But it's like in the tool section in the store. You can get like little hinges and screws, and then whenever I go to an antique store, I always look for antique keys. And then underneath I have antique. These are antique hinges. When I go to the antique store, I try to get them, and then you can paint them with Tim Holtz and distress them, make them look really nice. I don't know her name. She's a designer for Graphic 45, and she does beautiful work, and she uses these a lot. Alright, and so then up here I have my silk, oops, sorry ladies, I have my silk flowers, and then I have a box of my tags, and I have all my stabilizer things for sewing, and I have my tools that my husband steals all the time, and then he never returns them. And then this box This is pre-made, and this way if I want something, this has my sequins in it. And it has some tags that I made. So if I need something right away, and there's days like you just don't know what you want to do your tags. Make tags. See, this was a piece of paper. See, it's flimsy. And so I printed it out, and I'm going to stick it onto a tag. This, when I go to the store, when I go to Michael's or Joann's, see this? A lot of the stuff is on the floor. And they don't mind. The flowers are broke. They're on the floor. I have a whole box. A leaf. A rose. So what I'll do is I'll spray them. I'll, use my, I forgot the name of the company. Where you can use the glitter spray. Let me put this away. Whoops. No, this is not secure. Hold it, guys. This is not secure. I'm trying to... I don't know why this is not staying on. Hold it 1 second. This should go there. This should go there. Okay. And then I have a book here. I really don't want to take it down. It's a whole book, and it's full of stamps. I put them in a binder. I'll show it to you. Whoops. Boy, you're really getting dizzy with me today. Can't seem to get the camera to stay still. Okay. This book is all the stamps that I have, and I put them in plastic bags. You know, the book. And when I want something, I look at it, what I need. And then it's easy for me to see what I have. I have a lot of stamps. I think I need 2 books now because it's kind of big. 1 second. Okay, and I have a closet that I bought in, I think I bought this in Home Depot. I put Rick Rack on here, and I glued it. And inside, I have the first shelf. I have all my papers, my projects that I'm going to be making, my chipboard. These are all my designs that I want to do, my future projects. This is my other stamp collection, the Stamping Up stamp collection. And then I have more ribbon, which I forgot about. And then I have my paper. forgot I had this. Alright, so this has to be put with my other things. These are my pencils. Oh, those are my crayons. See, you're never too old to have crayons. And one day, if I ever have grandchildren, they're going to love coming to Grandma's house, because I got a lot of toys. Then here is another box. Right now, I just put this here. That's the stabilizer. Here is my Xyron. And then I've got Close to My Heart stamps in there. And that's one project that I have to complete. Then these are the stackables for my paper. And I usually just keep one drawer that I know for Stampin' Up, because I love their papers. And Stampin' Up does have beautiful papers. And then I have them, you know, coordinated in colors. And then hold on a second. And then in this drawer, which I still have to go through, I have all my specialty ribbons and lace. And I'm so glad I get this stuff, because when you want it, they either have no more of it, they ran out, it's on back order. See this? This is beautiful. These are roses. And what I do is I use the cards, you know, the paint chip cards. I fold them, because they have the already they have the hole in it. You know, with the hole, and if you go to Lowe's, you'll see it. You fold it over, and I use it as actually I use the paint chip. This is more lace that I use when I'm going to be making baby something or other with a baby, so I have lots of lace. And then you always have to have fun fur. Here's fun fur. You always have to have fun fur. So that's that part. And then I think my ribbons came out nice. My husband did a great job. He's very handy. And then this is my sewing area. Whoops. Sorry again, ladies. And then I have all my threads. This is only half of them. I have more in the other room. And then on here I have my sewing books. And then I have threads there. And more of my scrapbooking papers. I glued these on. And then these are these are the chipboards that you get in Michael's, and I save them, and I'm going to make something with them. And now I have also, you know, I love these plastic drawers because they can keep my needles in them, and this way I know where everything is. I don't, you know, try not to be disorganized. And then I have my Cricut cartridges. And then here's another shelf my husband made. Whoops. That's another shelf. And then in there I have all my tools and equipment that I need for scrapbooking and sewing. And then here is very messy right now. This is, let me get further back so you could see it. This piece right here. It's only half, this piece right here. See, it goes from here to here. I found this in Target, and it was in the child section, and it was a bookshelf, but it was only this section here. So what I did was I went to Home Depot, and I bought this section right here, from this down. And I made my husband, I asked him, I didn't make him, I asked him nicely to please put screws in it and secure it, so this way I have this big tall bookshelf. And then I have more. I love those plastic shelves because I can put so many things in them, and I still have to put more stuff away as I'm going through them. And then here's all my books. These are my quilting books and my design books. And then here, this is sewing. Here in this section here, I have all my stickers. See, I have a lot of stickers, as you could tell. So I have all the stickers, and then when I want them, I know where they are, and I organize them. I have baby section, I have vintage, I have kitchen. This is men's. See, and I put a clip on them so I know what I have. Then this stuff here, this stuff is being sold. And then I have, it doesn't look like this, but I'm making more room because I'm trying to utilize all the space. I'm not letting any space go to waste. Let's put it that way. Okay? Here in this section, these are all my DVDs and my videos for my Bernina and for sewing and my designs. And then there's more videos here. And I have an empty box, which I could utilize. And then up there, I have more flowers. And I have my little cutie Cupid dolls and Ziggy. I don't know if anybody remembers Ziggy, but I loved Ziggy. This is Ziggy. He was so cute. And Ziggy had a dog. That's Fuzz. Fuzz the dog. And every once in a while, if you're lucky, you'll find an original Cupid doll. This is an original Cupid doll. And when I seen it, I picked it up immediately. See, if it has a number to it, that's a good thing, because that means that it's a limited edition. And then everybody loves I Love Lucy. And there I have more flowers, as you could see. See, and more flowers there. That's a baby's dresser that I'm going to be making a project with that. I think I'm going to do Little Darlings. I'm going to do something with that. Here's my stamps. Well, one of my sets of stamps. These are all Martha Stewart's, and those are the big ones. This is a section. These are all my glues. Here is these. This doesn't go here. This goes here, and if I get an empty box, I'm gonna find use for it very quickly. And then here is. This is another box that I have. I think I got it at Big Lots. And I put all my good papers, my specialty papers, the graphic 45s that I don't want to get, you know, ripped up or damaged or anything. So I put them in this big recording. It's a plastic, it's a file cabinet drawer. And then I have my, I say plastic bags because you got to put stuff in them. Keep organized, right? And I have all my Sizzix dies. That's an old one. And in the back I have my applique books, my quilting books, and then I have my drawers. I'm going to keep that there. This is fabric. I have all the baby fabric in here. This is the nursery fabrics for all the nursery colors. And I have a lot of fabric. I have a lot of fabric. Okay, and then here I have, you know, I have this standing up because these are the mats. You know, I have the dies. I stand them up because I don't want them to get damaged. If you lay them down, they can. I think they will, you know, get bent. And then I have a box. Here is all my my rickrack, and I organized it by color. And then in here I have another plastic one. These are my paints. When I paint the faces. And now here is my sewing machine, and I'm working on a baby album. Not a baby album, I'm sorry, I'm working on a baby's quilt, and I'm doing the applique for it. And a friend of mine's daughter is having a baby. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I'm making it with different colors in it, and then once I find out what it is, then I'll add special fabrics to it, more pinks or more blues. Okay, thank you, ladies. And I showed you basically my room where I design, where I do all my beautiful art projects and my crafts. And thank you, honey, for making me my ribbon holder, and it came out beautiful. And this is where I create. This is my room. Thank you, ladies.